earn without owning my own community. I really want to have my own community, but I have to focus on something else now. But I would like to go into earning from Skool without owning my own community. I want to go into that a little bit deeper, but that was the biggest thing for me.
Awesome. And what is something that you'd like to learn today?
I actually did, seeing that it's almost midnight here. I did some research on why my posts are not as my posts used to get a lot of engagement, and lately it's not. So I had to look into that, and I got the answer. I'm going to test out this theory and see if it works. But any advice on that would be so welcome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And
What's your main platform? What platform do you use?
For content is YouTube, TikTok, and Skool. I
Okay.
do use Instagram, but I feel lost on Instagram. So I haven't posted the last 2 days on Instagram.
Three's
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, okay.
You spread yourself too thin trying to be on 5 and 6 different platforms. It seems, yeah, you're going to get more exposure, but if you focus your energy on 1 or 2, 3 max, it really does so much better.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Is anybody else on South Africa that would like to go?
I think Alida is still, yeah.
I know. I just want to make sure we respect if they're not ready yet.
All right.
Yeah, or
Okay.
you can say in the chat. That's what I used to do.
Yeah. If you want to say something in the chat, you're more than welcome. Okay. I just want to make sure we don't exclude nobody.
Oh,
Oh,
got an
she unmuted.
issue with.
Go ahead, Alida.
Yeah, I've got an issue. As soon as I unmute or switch on my camera, everything just disappears. So usually it's my internet provider, so we are busy getting a new guy because some of the cables were stolen again and whatever. So yeah. But yeah, but this is saying the way was I know. Look, I've also been in the space for a while. I was in affiliate marketing. I've got legacy. I didn't go for the Spanish because in South Africa there's not a lot of Spanish. And yes, you go. I know it's international, but South African side, most of our guys in SA's content is only pushed to Africa. It's not pushed to the rest of the world. So we didn't go for the Spanish version. But I keep on I was consistent 3 times a day. I went live. I did my visibility boost. I did all of that with Legacy. Then I bought into an affiliate. It's basically Legacy, but it's much, much easier and it's much, much clearer. It's a 90% affiliate. It's an amazing program. It's basically Legacy, but it's not Legacy. But I had a huge problem because when I started just after I was retrenched for the second time at the age of 51. So at that point, I thought, oh, yeah, let's do this. Buy a program, start digital marketing, start it. But I wasn't clear on who I was. I was lost. I didn't find myself. So no matter what I said in my stories, no matter what I said in my lives, I just didn't believe in the make money online thing from it because I've got my honors degree in financial management. I've been in finance for 25 years. And the figures made sense on the programs and what you can do with it, but that's not my reason why I started. And I had a bit of success, but not really. So I wanted to give up. And then I started pivoting and started investigating myself. Looked at my own identity and looked where I was in life and started getting into some coaching programs and rewire my own mindset because I was totally lost. For so long, you've got this powerful career, and then all of a sudden it's pulled from underneath you, and you don't know what to do because you are living your roles every single day. And
So
that's why I
is it more a belief? in making money, or you think it's more a belief in yourself?
myself.
Okay.
Because the program is working for other people, but I didn't believe it's going to work for me. I don't know. See, you can do whatever. You can be consistent. You can post every day. You can, if the belief is not there, if you don't believe what you are saying to people out there, you
Okay.
can do whatever you want. You can show up as much as you want.
Has anyone
No,
ever told you what the solution to that is?
no, I've thought that towards the whole, I've got out there make money online wheel, and I'm helping other women in the same situation where I'm at to start getting their identities back again, to see what's possible out there, to see what they can do. I started my community. It's the same. What this lady's name? Like she also said, I think in the beginning when our communities are small, there's a few of the guys in my community that came from school, and it's coming from where you're visible in other communities. So it's not really. I've got 3 other coaches that joined my community, so it's not really. They're not there for what I intended it to be. They're there to support. But and the other lady, and also on our side, 50 plus people are, but we grew up in a different era. We were told to shut up, pull up your pants, and just carry on. There was no sitting down and talk about feelings and get it out of the way and see what's out there. You had to shut up and carry on. And I remember we grew up without Google. There was no guides raising up kids. So a lot of my perfect customer are not open, and the positions they are in, they're not open to talk about it the whole time.
Okay.
I've got 3 different courses. I've got my lead magnet. I've got my master classes, but I've got very little engagement in my community. And the one I'm not talking out now from a customer's perspective. I've had a few one-on-ones, but it's not constant yet.
Okay. I got
And I
3
mean,
questions for you. I'm going to let Jen go first, but I got 3 questions for you. Go ahead, Jen. Okay.
I was just listening.
So,
I
so,
think
so the first question I have to you is, where do you think the engagements start, with you or the people in your community?
no, with me,
Okay.
after for my community, I do polls.
You mentioned that your community is not as open as you would like them to be, correct?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How open are you on a scale 1 to 10 to your community?
Now, to my community, I'm open. I'm basically not in half, my friend.
Okay.
They
So
know
when,
I've
when
been
I
this
say
strange.
when I say you open, you just share with me that your main challenge is belief, correct? Belief in yourself, right?
Yeah, no, but I've worked through that for the last almost 8 months. That's why I started this community and started pivoting towards helping other women to see it's possible. You don't have to stay stuck where you don't
Okay.
have to sit and think your life is over at 50. There is a different option. You can start making something from your experience. You can take whatever experience you had in your life and create a product and sell it. Because we all have experience. Doesn't matter what you
So,
do.
so where is your belief in yourself now on a scale 1 to 10?
Currently, I'm at a 7.5, 8.
Come
nice.
again? You say a
7 or
7 or
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me what changed.
She
I
did the
went
inner
into
work.
the whole, yeah, I did the inner work. I did the whole faith, rediscovering my faith. Information doesn't help for me. It doesn't help me to meditate. I had to put in a structured step by step, and that's what I created in my community. I'm not a hard
So
teacher.
if I hear you correctly, Alida, if I hear you correctly, is that you made a decision to invest in yourself. You might have taken a couple courses or things of that nature to improve your mindset in believing in yourself. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. This is important that I point out again, because a lot of people don't understand this, that it starts with deciding how much you're willing to make your tuition be to get where you want to be. It's just like you treat this as your college tuition. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Because I also, that's why I created It's not really a mastermind, but I've got the three. The one I offered free to my community, it's mindset, limiting belief. It's all based around that. And it was worked out by a psychologist. It's not a some thought internet, here we go. It's all worked out how you can actually get past that limiting belief that you're nothing in life. But
So it's a very,
it is a bit difficult.
it's not, I wouldn't say challenging, but it's a very critical part of the online space that you're talking about. It's the same as if you own a community, because at the end of the day, whatever transformation you offer, whatever service you offer, what are you doing as a community owner? Anybody know?
You are serving people, you are helping them to, you've got the solution to their problem.
That's all given. But the main thing you're doing as a community owner is you're building your portfolio. You're building your social proof. So the first thing you got to do is you got to identify your core people that can see and believe in you, that you're going to work directly with them so you can build your portfolio. Because until you build that social proof, your community won't matter to anybody. That's going to be the difference between a converting community and non-converting community. Big time.
I'd like to jump in here too. One thing is give yourself some grace because you only have 11 members in your community, right? It doesn't start to get, I don't think I started to get engagement until maybe 20, 30, I don't know. And then it was still just a few things. Two, and this isn't a fun fact, but most now you and I and people that know this know that the belief in yourself and what the inner work that you've done is absolutely key to success. Most people will go buy another course or another digital product before they will take the time to invest in themselves to do the inner work, which is what actually needs to be done. Right. So your niche is a little bit tighter and it's going to take a little bit of, it could be the longer game. My friend, Dr. Stephanie, she has a community where she does nervous system work. I mean, she's got a doctorate, right? And nobody's signing up. And I'm like, people, we have to make them aware that this is the missing key for most people. Because a lot of people are great at content, have a good offer, do good videos, but if they don't have this piece, the belief, as you just did the work, you're not gonna
I
be
must say,
successful.
I took 8 months and I'm still working at it daily. And
Yeah.
I'm a recovering perfectionist and I've got ADHD, so I'm all over this place. I've got so much. But it took me 8 months to really get to where I am, to believe in myself again, to think I'm worth
Yeah.
something.
It's not something that happened overnight.
It
Not
took me
something
about 4
big.
years.
And then times where you still feel like why am I doing this? But it was more difficult. But I'm now pivoting towards, I'm going to offer some of the master classes for free to communities, other communities I'm in. I'm in a brand within a brand CEO community. I'm in a coaching community. So I'm offering those sessions for free so people can actually start seeing. I've got a gratitude course, I've got a limiting beliefs, the imposter syndrome, all of that. So yeah, but
And I
it
want
is
you to
difficult
know,
because we all want that validation in life as well. That's unfortunately one of it.
I want you to know, Alida, it is really an honor to hear you speak. You've been quiet the last 2 days, but I feel really special to be able to hear from you today. Really, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in the room right now that probably feel the same way.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I've told her,
The quiet one, I listen. I don't
it's okay.
first.
Oh, no. And usually those people, when they do have something to say, it's powerful. And what you just said was powerful. And I've even told you this outside of the workshop. You have already done a lot of the work that most people will never do, unfortunately. And they'll blame it on their upline. They'll blame it on the digital course. They'll blame it on their mentor instead of looking at themselves. And the people that do that will get where they want to go.
The ones that usually overcome the confidence level quicker are not the ones that go through a course, is the one that go through a person that is qualified to fix that for them, where they can get answers real time. Because a course doesn't give you answer, right? A course, you just listen, you apply, and you hope that it will fix it. But when you have someone you invest money into, there is no hope. There's no guessing. As long as you're being helped by a qualified person. Does that make sense?
I hear you. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not one of those. I've just lived it. I've went through it. I've been there. I know exactly where that's at. I've got 2 or 3 ladies. The one lady has been married for 40 years. Her husband just passed away. And she doesn't know what to do with her life anymore. She doesn't have money. So she needs to take her skills and take it online. And she was a teacher for her whole life. So she can actually go and make money with her skills. And then I've got a divorcee. So I've got it's almost like my daughter said to me, Mom, almost like you've got the little broken birdies. And I said, yeah, but I was that broken birdie. It's not like I didn't do something with my life. I had a corporate career for 25 years. But it's difficult. It's not an easy space to be in. And there's a lot of noise online. People need to pull back. They don't open up, especially the older generation. Even you guys see it in your communities. Your older generation people feel like you have to pull it out of them. It's not like they were just brought up in a different age. The youngsters, I think, have it easier today. But thanks a lot. I've learned a lot through this. I'm still
Absolutely.
promoting more and do more and getting more.
And just so you know, you don't have to have a license to be Dr. Listen. So you are a doctor. You're a doctor with a person who listens to other people. Okay? So let's go and move to Martha. Martha, you want to go? Or Pamela? Martha or Pamela? Whoever go first?
I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Number one, one of my main takeaways was receive the mentorings. Be willing to receive the mentoring or the mentorship. But what that means to me is apply it. Don't just be a hearer only, be a doer.
That's right.
And then the thing that I need help with, I'm not sure the second question, what Madelein was talking about also, since I don't have the community, I can still make money in other communities. And I like steps. So I understand my first step is to find the communities I'm in that they allow promotions, correct? Is that step one?
Yes.
Okay, step two is what, Jennifer?
Step 2 is going to be adding value in there and then promoting yourself, whether, your lead magnets, your opt-ins,
Make
build
sure,
an email list.
yeah, make sure that everything you post points towards value.
Always, whether
Every
it's, yeah,
post counts. Every post counts. And you have to find out, okay, when I'm going to post this, what value am I bringing to the table?
Okay, if their post is about, I don't know, their great weekend, then I say something about that. I don't try to pitch something else, correct?
Tell me,
yeah.
say there's a topic that is itching right now that you want to talk so bad about. What would that topic be?
Forward sale.
Yeah. So in other words, you want them to buy your product, right? So here's what you got to think. Reverse psychology. When they buy your product, what benefit are they going to get out of it?
Yeah.
So tell me, what benefit are they going to get out of it?
On the weekend scenario, they would have more money for their weekend, like with family. Or
Okay.
whatever.
So more money for weekend getaway, right? What are some other benefits?
Of having buying the program, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
self-development, which I'm seeing in myself more.
Self-development. You know something? And I think I've heard it many times. Even though people think that whether it's $100 to $1,400 for the legacy, even at $1,400, guys, is the cheapest self-development course you'll ever find. So, just with what you said right now, Martha, you have at least 10 to 20 pieces of content because
And-
you don't got to give them the whole pie. You give them one slice of the pie each time, right?
Yeah.
So
You're saying the
here's
same
some
thing.
kind of questions you would ask. Okay. Need extra money for the weekend? And leave it blank with a question mark. Then put a poll. No, I got plenty of money. Don't need it. Another one would be, it sure would be nice. And another one would be, I'm struggling with my bills. I'm not even thinking about extra money for the weekend. And the last one would be, I don't care. Guess what? Do you think you're going to get some interaction on that post? Yeah. So you see, you got to think outside the box, right? And this is all going to lead to them buying your $1,400 program. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but one thing, please, in a community, like I said, that I'm in and they allow this, and I find it post, I'm not going to ask this question right away, right? Need.
You can. There's nothing wrong with it. You're just asking a general question. That's what people want. They want value.
Now,
a pitch,
still
right?
would do an intro post first.
Yeah, the intro post first. You would do your intro post first, yeah.
So then maybe another day I would do this kind of a question on another.
I've done an intro post in the morning and I've done a question post in the evening. I don't wait till the next day.
Okay,
You don't want to just, you would use your blueprint, your opt-in as the thing, because that's a freebie. You build your email list, then they get all the campaign and all of that stuff, right? Now you've got them on your list. You don't want a $900, even a $500 program. It takes nurturing. It takes time. Think about the questions that people ask about digital marketing. How much time does it take? Do they have to be tech savvy? Letting them know that you're 40 plus years old and able to do this. All of the things that are holding people back from doing it, you have to answer all of those questions, and not in one post, but that could just spread you out for weeks. And then you redo it. People aren't seeing every single post. And even if they are, like Kim said earlier, exposure. People need to see things over and over. Even if it's a $20 tube of toothpaste that I sold with my MLM, they have to see it, like how it works. How much does it cost? What does it do? Where's the proof? And what's really hard is you also have to take out, especially if you really need the money. This is hard for people, but you have to take out, when you post value or promo, I need to get the sale. That has to go away. It has to be about, how can I help them with this post? Your intention behind it.
serving them.
So you remember the belief exercise we did with Tim Hess in the last workshop, right?
Undying belief.
You got to have that undying belief. That sale will come once they earn your trust. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Okay, so
It cannot show in your content, but you have to have that expectation of that belief inside of the back of your conscience and know that it is going to work. You just got to do your part first.
Yeah.
okay, great. So in any community that we're talking about, there's going to be some people who are in DGC and some not, probably, right?
Well,
Oh yeah.
listen,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you don't offer just DGC. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, I could offer modules and things in DGC and workshop.
You're a member of more than one community, are you not?
Yes.
Some of these communities have affiliates, do they not?
Imagine.
So guess what? You don't offer just legacy. You have multiple streams of income. So it doesn't matter whether they are legacy or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I can offer another community for them to go check out, but
Would be at the time of communication, because when you find out they have legacy, you must have communicated with them somehow first. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Unless you already know they're from legacy. If you already know they're from legacy, then that's a different marketing. That's a different conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I can go check if they are in DGC or not.
Because everybody here will agree. Let's say we are all legacy. Do we not all need other things, or we just need legacy?
I have so many people from DGC in my group, and they buy all kinds of stuff for me that's not legacy. That comes later, but yeah, you just want to focus on the value. And Kim, you need to drop your link to my community. All of you guys
Yeah.
to be in there, because it's one of them that you can promote your lead magnets or people that have communities for free. And I have a 50% affiliate to it. You know what I mean? If you don't have to buy anything from me, you share my link and your friend Sally joins, she signs up for my VIP coaching. Now you're getting reoccurring income each month she stays. So there's lots of different things that you can do with your post.
I'm looking here on one of the communities I'm in on my other computer, and what is the wording I look for to say that says they allow promotions? Because I'm not seeing it readily.
Sometimes it's not as clear on Skool communities. Mine's very clear on the about page. And then also I have an entire list inside of my communities of free communities that you can promote in.
Most community who are set up right, it'll be emphasized between the welcome post, between your start here post, and your about page post. And I hope you guys wrote this down. Those are the 3 checkpoints of whether your community is set up right or wrong.
And then I could just ask the owner of the community if they allow it. Like,
Yeah.
report
And
it
sometimes
to
you
them.
can check their categories. You might not be able to do, some of them don't allow you to do a post, but they'll make a post where you can promote in the comments. And don't discount that either. There's all kinds of connections being made when I do those type of posts and they're joining the other person's community.
I'm gonna give you a hack. Y'all ready? Okay.
Yep.
If you go to the community, I don't care what community it is. If for some reason you're confused and now you don't know what their offer is, right?
Yep.
You're gonna go to the community page. So when you click on this page right here, oh crap, Skool is gonna do it me.
Oh no, man. 2 hour at 9. So that's late tonight though.
No, PDT, Pacific time. That's at midnight, East Coast time. So you're gonna go to the community, right? And all you're gonna do is do / plans. Okay? So for me, I don't go there unless it's not clear. Because part of my personal pits and peas is I need clarity before I can participate in this community. Does that make sense? Because if they don't have clarity, what's my first option? I'm either going to take care of them or I'm going to pass the baton to Jennifer.
And I can have people that are on my premium tier where they can post more, they can post paid offers, they have all kinds of options, and they're not posting. It blows my mind that they're premium members
so-
are not ever.
So you will see that when you type in plans, it will always tell you the 3 tiers, right? If I go to PPP and I do the same thing, and I go here to / plans, it's going to give me the 3 tiers of that community. Does that make sense? Did anybody miss that or did everybody get that?
I did that to one, and it says change your plan 0 per month, and it says standard. So does that mean they only have the one plan?
That means it's just a free community. That's all it is.
They might not have it set up yet. Yeah.
Yeah. That means that they're not quite ready for 3 tiers yet. That's all. Okay? So that was your hack today, okay?
You have a list of all the communities you can promote
It-
in that are free.
Just in case you just came in, what we're doing right now as the first half, today's going to go a little bit past 7. Okay.
I was gonna say we're
Okay.
not
Because
even to the audits.
we got to get to the audits as we promised, right? So I'm going to just give you a quick 5-minute recap. Okay. We're doing a one takeaway for day 2 and what you want to see change today. What would you like to see change today in your online presence? Okay. Now, if you have a community and you want your community audit, you're going to drop a 5 in the comments. Okay. We have someone that's monitoring that right now. If you don't have a community and you want content audited, you're going to drop a 10. But if you have a community and we have time to audit your content, then you want to drop a 15. So that way we know the 3 categories. Okay. So I want to make sure you guys on there for those who came late. But we're going to move on to Pamela.
Very quickly, I just realized my biggest takeaway yesterday was realizing that what a great job I'm doing at engagement in other communities and bringing value to them. But what I'm really weak at is promoting myself and others. I'm in Jennifer's $9 a month, and what you just said is
No, I wasn't calling you out.
and I'm in some other groups as well, and I forget which one I can do it when, and then I go, oh, I don't want to violate anything, and so then nothing's getting in there. So that was a great hack. I appreciate that, and I'm just excited to get to the audits because it's all about the value ladder and how to improve things. And I've been looking at both of your about pages and learning a ton of how I can improve mine. So thank you.
And I'm gonna have all the prompts for all the things that I've talked about, the AI for Claude, for ChatGPT, whatever you use, and he's gonna add them to the module. So all of those will be
We're
there.
going to do that after the workshop. I'm going to get with Jennifer and then we're going to finalize the whole workshop look and everything before we get it to be monetized. Okay.
And it makes it so much work faster with AI.
Thanks.
So what did you want to see change today?
Oh, I want eyes on my value ladder and my articles, and I know that there's a lot of room for improvement, and I would just like
Can I go first?
Einstein.
right now it looks like Richard got ahead of me.
So we're going to make sure Kim don't burn the kitchen. Rudy, why don't you go ahead and come here first?
My biggest takeaway was if I don't step it up, I'm gonna be kissing my boss ass for the rest of my life.
Woohoo! I love it. I got it on recording.
Put that on a t-shirt.
No, hey, don't say it to your boss on your t-shirt, kiss my butt. Okay. That might get you out of your job quicker than you think. Awesome. Awesome. But you know what I did for a while in the Navy? I had 3 t-shirts. I might have to go dig for them in my wardrobe, but I had 3 t-shirts. The one says, I love Uncle Sam, which is a damn lie. Okay. And the other one was, my commanding officer is everything, which is another lie. Okay. And every time that I wore these shirts, it reminded me why I was doing my side hustle. Because every time I wore those shirts, I got a lot of crap from these other Navy people. A lot of sarcastic comments. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And that's what drove me out after my second enlistment. No, I take it back. Third enlistment, because my first one was 2 years, right? On my third enlistment, I made a promise I'm not going to re-up. So halfway through my second enlistment is when I started to do strong 6 figures. And then by the end of my third enlistment, I walked away with 2 7-figure income. Part-time.
Wow.
But that was the drive. The drive was, what can I do to remind me on a daily basis of what the main goal is? If you ever watch a Christian movie, that there's a coach who coached these Christian girls on the cross country. And the name of the movie is Remember the Main Goal. It's a really good movie. Okay. And that's how I felt through the service. is that I always have to remind me what the main goal was. Never forget. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Okay. And I did the same thing with DGC. And that one main goal was get out of the race. Because when you lose everything in 1 week, you're back in the race. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we did it. And I put on there specifically, must be completed within 12 months. We did it on the 11th month and the 27th day of the month.
Whoa. Jumper.
We did it exactly on October 27th. And I joined GDC on November 3rd. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you this. Cynthia was there with me every day. Whether she was engaged or not engaged, she was still there with me every day. And then all the other people came along. Does that make sense, guys? So I hope you guys take that to heart and you do something similar for yourself on that. Okay? Then we've got, so I didn't hear anything from Trixie yet, so I'm going to go with Kim. Now that Kim got filled in. We can't hear you.
It's weird.
I pass out if I don't eat something.
Oh,
And-
now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
And I have a training call at 8:00. What am I sharing? I'm sorry. Something from yesterday.
Your one takeaway from day 2 and the one thing you would like to see change today for yourself.
Day 2. Geez, I don't even know. What did we talk about? I have to remember day 2.
Day 2, the main thing we talked about was the offer ladder.
Oh,
Lead
yeah.
magnets, offer letter, free to paid.
I think yesterday for me, it was more like the lead magnets. Like, why am I not, like I asked yesterday, right? Should I be dropping the link to a lead magnet as opposed to just giving it away? And your answer was yes. And I do have so many good lead magnets that I don't have funnels built for all of them yet. So I think taking from your funnel, just how simple it is. You don't need a lot. You need a good hook, a little bit of information, and then place the button for your lead magnet. I think that was my biggest thing. And I'm in a lot of communities that I'm paying for as well to advertise or to promote in, and I'm not doing it just because I don't have everything in my funnel. So like I can drop community links and stuff, but I don't have funnels for all of my lead magnets yet.
I can share one of my templates and you just take my stuff out, put your stuff in. That's exactly what I do. And just keep it sustainable and do one a week.
Cool.
Because you've already got some you've got. All right. And,
Yeah.
and not all my lead magnets work. I have a bunch, but I focus on the 5 or 6 that actually convert. And those are the ones I share the most.
Test and see what works the best. Yeah.
The main thing I've learned from Jennifer, guys, on the lead magnet is number 1 question you have to ask yourself. Okay. You take your squeeze page, right? For instance, right? Where they put in the email. And you ask yourself, is this enough for me to put in my email? Do I have enough value here to put in my email? Do I have a reason to put in my email? Because if you don't have a reason to put in your email, they ain't going to have a reason to put in their email. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And that's based on clarity. Is your message clear enough? Is it visible? Is it busy? Is it clean? Is it simple? Right? Does it really redirect everything to your call to action? The second question you have to ask yourself, when they click on that button and you earn their trust to get the email, are they going to end up where you want them to end up, which is what we call the destination? Does that make sense? Because if they click that button and you're playing bait and switch, you lost them before they even got to the destination, right? So your message has to be very clear, but it also has to follow through. Third question, once they get to the destination, then what? You can answer those 3 questions, your lead magnet is ready to market. You can't answer the 3 questions, your lead magnet is not ready to market.
And if you're still working on, okay, low ticket, mid ticket, got to figure that out. How would I bridge the gap? Lead them to your community. It's simple. That's why I have to go back and now do the other.
If your community is your space that you're trying to get into, it's kind of like this. I don't do the job of my pastor. My job is to bring him to the church. My pastor's job is to do his job, right? So let's say I am a member. So that means I'm the church member. My community is the space. Then you have the community owner. What is my job as a member? Bring him to the space. Once I bring him to the space, I have to show up the way I'm supposed to show up. But what do? I let the community owner do the heavy lifting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's all you do. If you can understand that and you can practice that, if you're the community owner, you got an extra role, bringing value to the community. Does that make sense? But you understand the role and you understand what you're supposed to do and not to do, everything else will fall into perspective. I promise you. All I just said to you was one sentence. Know to stay in your lane.
In life, in business, I always try to stay in my lane. And I'm telling you guys, yes, you want to
Amen.
promote, but also add that value. I'm telling you, I have a couple examples. A girl who somehow got on my email list, have no idea, it had to have been from Facebook or wherever I dropped a lead magnet. And then she was seeing my newsletters. Long story short, she messages me about the program. Is this a scam? Totally skeptical. I responded back to that professionally. Didn't think too much about it. By 2 hours later, she had joined my community. And in about 5 days later, she had bought my program. And I didn't even try to sell it to her, right? She just trusted me, got in my community, probably started watching some things, and it just naturally happened, right? 10. Are we ready to get to the audits?
No, I think we got one more person. We got Trixie.
What
Trixie.
numbers mean?
So Trixie,
What the numbers mean?
Messing us up with the math.
yeah, Trixie, if you don't have a community and you want to get content audited, like videos or posts, then you would put a 10. You would put a 10. Okay. But if you have a community and you want to get your about page and stuff like that audited, you would put a 5. But if you're that kind of person that wants everything, then you would put a 15. Or you can sit on the sideline and learn from everybody else. Does that make sense?
Not too much content. Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. I just opened my community back up. It's
Yay! That's
Let me
awesome.
ask you this, Trixie, since you're unmuted,
Drop your link.
would you be okay to share a takeaway from yesterday?
yeah. I think making recurring income off of other people's communities, whether you have a community or not, was a good nugget that I hadn't thought about before yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's like, why not?
I haven't posted it yet, but I just made another $350 from people signing up and other stuff.
That's
Oh
awesome.
wow.
It is nothing beautiful than that sound that goes cha-ching.
I know. Yeah. And me and my
But you
husband
gotta
have a running joke. We both stay in our own lane.
Good stuff, Trixie. Really nice to meet you. Okay. All right, guys.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording because we don't want it too long. So that was just the takeaway of day 2. And that was the one thing we want to change today. And when I start the recording, we're going to go through the audits. Okay. And we're going to go in the same order that they show up inside of the chat. Okay.